that fucking job, bitch. Man, fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, bitch, I done had enough. Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Hey, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, now these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work and bring that paper back. Shop, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking.
Salam Israel, this is Christian Officer Shab, the ISUPK, under Commanding General Hannah, right? Under the ISUPK. So tonight class is be about Susanna, right? So again, when you go in the Apocrypha, you always saying about the Apocrypha, and what people really don't know is that again the Apocrypha is a part of the Bible, right? Like the first the New Testament and the Old Testament, right? So again, when you go in the Christian church, they try to move away the Apocrypha, try to get rid of it, but again, you can't get rid of the most side root and thing, right? So again, this is more or less the Apocrypha, right? This is how it looks and thing, right? And we go on watching these book. This is a book where it builds strong men and strong sisters and the right brothers and sisters in the nation of Israel, right? And again, you will see that again when you talk about pork and thing, right? You see that it had brothers and thing about 7 brothers in the Apocrypha, in the Maccabees, that again that the all died from eating pork and things, right? Then after you see about a priest and all too, they try to turn them in the old age eat pork and all to the same way and all to again. Then he didn't bow down to that night and serve the Most High. So you see the integrity, you see the integrity of the men again in the Apocrypha, right? How strong they was again in serving the Most High, the integrity there, right? Just like Christ and when it was Christ and thing, you see how Christ served the Most High from that young age even to that even to the day he died, and all to rest the same spirit again in what these men and them in the Apocrypha, that strong spirit. And if you want to go on what Susanna now, again, Susanna was a strong sister and all to the same way in the Apocrypha. I'm saying that Susanna is a priest because when I hear a sister name in the Bible, we think that she's a priest of the Most High. That is not so according to the law, right? That a woman cannot preach, right? So when you go on what these things now, people like you go see another sister named Deborah and all too. Deborah was an example. It's just a woman that she get the men bravery to go and fight war and the right, and then she was no priest. That the story of Deborah is that she husband passed away and the right, and she was like mourning for years. She ain't studying nobody and thing, and the men of Israel was that time of trouble, and the story is that she went into the priest. She niced up herself and thing, and she do up she hair, she smelled good, everything, and she went on to meet the general, close up the general, and ended up killing the general and bring the head to show it to the nation of Israel, the men of the nation of Israel, and they end up went to fight war and thing, right? So again, some of these big sisters, and when you see up in the Bible, there's no priest, but again, the integrity and all you see that the right after them, right? And tonight class could be about Susanna and thing, right? And the same Apocrypha here, right? So again, just like when I go through the scriptures and thing, right? I start from Genesis and all to you will see certain we'll see Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, right? These are all books Moses and thing, right? And then after that, certain prophets as we go along, like Samuel, Nehemiah, and thing, right? Even when you go again, you have another sister named Esther, and all to the same way again, right? And again, the nation was in trouble, and Esther saved the nation of Israel again, right? or in a king, and sure, but the king changed his mind more down with the nation of Israel, right? So again, a lot of these sisters, you'll see the name come up in the Bible again, and they are not prophets of the Most High, right? So just to show this and also again, I just give me Exodus chapter 18 and verse 25.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 18,
25.
Book of Exodus, chapter 18 and verse 25. And Moses chose able men out of all Israel and made them heads over the people, rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50, and rulers of 10.
Right, and this is Moses again, at certain time again, the workload was Moses was going to be bigger, and right, and this is what Moses went and right and he get different men and put them in different positions, who controlling thousands, who controlling hundreds, who controlling tens, and thing, right? So again, and you will see that again, you never see that a woman here, no woman had any position here, not even one to control one man. And also again, right? So no position for no woman being a priest and prophet of the Most High, right? And it have more than one scripture just to show this and also again. So anytime you see anybody saying that a woman could be a pastor, a woman could be a priest, a prophet, and thing, that is a lie, and thing, right? And the Christian church again, that is a disobedient woman. And thing, right? No matter what it seems looking like she talking the word of the Most High, that is a disrespectful, no matter how you want to put it, a disrespectful woman, a disobedient woman, right? To the nation of Israel, right? And give me 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 12. So there's another verse just to show again that again a woman cannot preach, right?
This is 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over a man, but to be in silence.
Right, and when you go in scripture there, that's what it says, suffer not a woman to teach, right, and have the authority over the man and things like that. Again, when you go and watch some of the things will happen in here, like what happened with Christ and all through the same way, that hey, you are a woman being a pastor, and when you go and watch it, have certain scribes they come to Pharisees and then they come to Christ in the night time, and now this woman being again now home, and a man had to call out to she, and a man had to call out to she now to come and have a matter with she and thing, right? And that dangerous that very dangerous and all to the same way and all to even strength wise and all or defending wise and all to a woman can never no time match up to a man's strength and all to again, right? So even something was to go wrong and all to see how dangerous it is and all to the same way and all to, right? So again, there's no verses saying that a woman could preach and thing, right? You always see the verses saying that a woman cannot be a priest and prophet on the Most High. So again, Susanna, just like what happened with Susanna, is she was a woman of integrity, right? And we just see how we go in the scriptures tonight, right? So we will start off, right? So we'll go to Susanna, chapter 1. Go ahead.
This is Susanna chapter 1 and verse 1 on the Apocrypha. There dwelt a man in Babylon called Joachim, and he took a wife whose name was Susanna, the daughter of Celestius, a very fair woman and one that feared the Lord.
Right, when you go and read in verse 2, right, and there dwelt a man in Babylon called Joachim, right, and he took a wife whose name was Susanna, the daughter of Chelsea, a very fair woman, right? So again, when you go and watch today, when you hear very fair, what they do, they take the tune today and taking it like his skin color you're talking about, right? But that fairness was like Susan was a beautiful woman, and you go see other verses and all in the Bible. When you see that faith come up and all too, you go know one time, hey, it's beautiful. There's a beautiful woman to talk about. She's pretty, and thing, right? And then after no, it's not just like she's pretty alone. What they go on to tell the verses and all too, they tell that she's one that fear the Most High. And again, when you fear the Most High, again, it's like yeah, you had the love of the Musa, you know, to keep the law, statutes, and commandments and thing, right? To tell you the beginning of wisdom and knowledge and thing, right? This woman moving, she does not like a normal woman and thing, right? She moving different, right? She have a different spirit and she, right? Where the verse 3?
Verse 3. Her parents also were righteous and taught their daughter according to the law of Moses.
Right, and again, she parents are righteous and she taught the law to the daughters of she taught them the parents taught her the law of Moses and thing, right? So again, no matter what thing it is, we have to keep the Mosai law says, whether it be the dietary law and thing, right? The brotherhood law, sisterhood, right? Like compensation and all, you know, the thing about the scripture about the donkey, if a donkey go into the ditch and all to you go know all these things when the time come about and thing, right? You know, uncleanness and things too, right? So everything you think about, you go understand that hey, she parents taught you know to the feast days and things, certain things not to follow and thing, right? And that's how we say again, there's a woman that's a real 20 verses before that fear the Mosai. So she now again, if she fear the Mosai, that means again that she come up so she parents and all fear the Mosai and all right and she pass it on. And now you see the integrity, like you know, there's a woman here watching it, that's not a normal class woman. She move her with integrity. She parents like you know the scripture saying prophets grow up a child that you know they never depart from you and thing, right? Same thing now, you know, she should be and when I watch like Susanna and thing like every children come up, they should be better than their parents and thing, right? You know, you was good, the child come better, then you know, and better than every generation it should be and thing like that. Everything that's like, you know, that's going up stronger and stronger, right? Go ahead.
Verse 4. Now Joachim was a great rich man and had a fair garden joining unto his house. And to him resorted the Jews because he was more honorable than all others.
Right, I know that's what I see now too. I see me had a fair rich man and had a fair garden and thing, right? So not like he's not the richest and thing, right? And the same thing I tell you now, I tell you like the yard and thing, like you know, it's like okay, there's somebody, you know what? The yard might be able to not let's not feed he alone, right? Feed the thing, but able to maybe give a good bit to the neighborhood. You have a okay garden, you know, you have mango, you have pineapple, you have potato, you have dasheen and thing, right? So there's a man the other thing, you know, he could help out in the he could help out in the communities and thing, right? And again, and you're more honorable than all. That's not like, you know, when you watch some people they have a little money. You see sometimes in the community, they have a little money and they move out of the community and think to, and again, they making the community more and more poor. And think to like, get a little money and move out. But see now they say it again, hey, they tell you now, the people telling you now, hey, the man honorable and thing, right? He helping out he helping out the community, he for the community and all too, right? I know people residing by him and all too, right? Go ahead.
Verse 5. The same year were appointed two of the ancients of the people to be judges, such as the Lord spake of, that wickedness came from Babylon, from ancient judges who seek to govern the people.
Right, and again now this is spirit that two judges and things like that. And again now they're coming out to be wrong to a sim, right? To a sim Susanna and thing right, and she family now, right? And again now coming now to be around the people. And when you go and watch some of these when you go and watch some of these priests and all too, is like when you go and watch some of these priests, since they're going in the Christian church and then the only time you see them in the Christian church, they never one day appear by your house and yeah, when you go and watch back what they say about his house, right? They say he had a fair garden and thing, right? So you see sometimes when you go and watch them now, they're always around the people doing well. But the people who really have thing, you only see them right there on that day they come into church and all too, right? I see that's like how you see the two judges themselves here, there's the spirit they have and all too, right? It could have be anyway and all too, but they're showing again that you know they just take like you know some of these scriptures you see in it here and let's take it and they watch it like a reality to day itself and really know who really leading it, right? Well,
Verse 6. These kept much at Joachim's house, and all that had any suits in law came unto him.
right? And any suits in the law came on to him, right? So many like any matters and thing, right? People would come and bring the matters and thing, and try to get it resolved and things, right? So again, like suits, let's say like matters people have. Go ahead.
With 7. Now, when the people departed away at noon, Susanna went into her husband's garden to walk.
Right, and again, knowing that again, what happened here is like, in time, and again, people, hey, it's school's not time now, because, like, Susanna house is a busy house, and then I tell you that people now will always come with the problems, trying to see how they could solve the problems and thing, and make things better and thing right now, certain time now, just like, running a business and thing, it's at 7 to 4 and thing, after 4, like certain dying long hours and thing, and she know that every day, because every day she seen it and thing, right? And again now what's still happening here now that again she walk in the garden and she expecting nobody to be there that hour, right? Go ahead.
Verse 8. And the 2 elders saw her going in every day and walking, so their lust was inflamed towards her.
Right. And every day, again, and just remember, that's how I say Susanna was fair. She was fair, mean, beautiful, and thing like that. And every day she go in the garden. These elders again, these judges and them, they're watching her and thing, right? Every day, that's and the mind is building up. That's building up with with evil again, right? And when you go and watch sometime with loss and thing, right? In the Christian church again, they will tell you that loss again is like, it only the bad part thing, right? But it could have a bad loss and it could have a good loss and thing, right? Again, you want to have the loss like how Christ move with the Most High and thing, right? How Christ move with the people and thing, right? You don't want to have that loss. You don't want to have the loss again that going against the Most High and thing, right? Going against your brother, going against your sister and thing. And this already happening. This already happening here with Susanna and thing, right? Again, because one, they don't stand by this they don't stand by Joachim, right? They know that Joachim wife and thing, right? So like, hey, and then they're watching she every day and thing, right? And them know better now because them dealing with the law. So them know already, hey, this should never be coming to the mind or the thought of this marking this woman and thing, right? Because they don't know this woman belong to somebody, right? And then after, is like, and then after the one that say like, the post she husband who like say he honorable and all too again, right? Say, hey, nah boy, this man dealing with people nice in the community and thing, right? And seeing again and still with all this the marking the man husband. I just show sometime again with the when coming to bringing in people in the house, you have to be very careful with the people you're bringing in the household and all too. So even with your young daughters and all to the same way and thing, I might thinking like, hey, and even like with we sisters and all too again, things ain't go out with you and your mister, and then after vulnerable, and then it's like you have to have somebody and thing, and that person now you bring that person just come to mess up your life, interfere with your daughters and all to the same way and thing. So at the same time, let's take these scriptures for granted. What's like in reality that hey, these men and them again, hey, careful of the people really bringing the house and thing, right? Because again, that's out there to cause destruction with your wife, cause destruction with your daughters again, your children, and them to the same, right? So careful again, right? Make sure who you know bringing in. Make sure hey, your friend is the same person like where you is. Making sure they're eating the same thing like you, that the same spread, they're not taking part in certain things. So that you consider a friend, right? No matter if they're talking nice and things like that. All these things again, most likely, just like described on the Pharisee. They're talking, but they're doing something different. So you have to watch it on the both sides. Don't let them talk nice and the spirit bad, right? Go ahead.
Verse 9. And they perverted their own mind and turned away their eyes, that they might not look unto heaven, nor remember just judgment.
When you go and watch this again, now they perverted their own mind and turn away their eyes, that they might not look unto the heaven, nor remember the judgments, right? So again, now they know again. There's not no come person now that's born that's now trying to figure out the most high laws, statutes, and commandments. These are judges and things, right? Them are going to either give the punishments for somebody do wrong and thing, right? And again, what's going on here right now, and thing, right? These are like they shall never himself think about they shall never himself think about doing this. But the reason for this now again, then because again the same thing will happen with these guys and Pharisees. They're talking, but they're not doing something. Again now they're talking the most high laws, but they're not fair anymore. So if they're fair anymore side, this one I never reach where it is here right now, right? So one I think we go we go to Matthew chapter 5 and verse 28.
Book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 28. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart.
Right, and when you go now, and nowadays people like, they say, hey, when you're watching a woman, they say you commit adultery. Say like, and they ask you, what you mean? I think you watch the woman too hard, and this is just like, the Christian church just make you feel like you never went to school and thing, right? And thank God now for the ISUPK. I never even understand this and all because that's what they teach in the Christian church is just like the mindset I always had that hey. Is like when you read the scripture, when you watch upon a woman, it's like, yeah, Christian church, you're like, hey, you're watching she too hard. And they right that not knowing it when it go in scripture now, something big arrive in scripture that whoever watches that committed adultery. So now when they think now like this is that part they never really come to you and like get his answer and all too. So when they go and watch on adultery, right? So when they go and tell adultery, is like, hey, when they go and sleep with our next man's wife, right? Thing, right? And it's like, okay. So like I just said right, but when I come in here I speaking out, this is not what it was like. You can't listen, but yet so easy, but yet so hard. And thing like that, like in a spirit of a moment. That's like when they tell you like Christ is like the quickening spirit, it's like, yeah, you can yourself question this when you break it down, right? And this is what I'm saying here in Matthew 5 and verse 20. But I say unto you that whoever will look at upon a woman that to lust after committed adultery with her already in her. So now what the most this is not a woman you just walk around. It's a woman you know itself and thing, right? And you know she have a husband and you're thinking in your mind to sleep with her and thing, right? And you know she have a husband. This is like, hey, this shall never be in your mind here and thing, right? It's not like a woman you didn't know and all too. And even if that scripture is telling you in the Bible that again be careful of next man beauty. Say that's like even say with that and all too, even if you don't know a woman, you still have to do research and all with that woman and all too. So like be careful of next man beauty, like hey, you see that woman there, you don't know about she, you don't know she really, but you still have to go and do that research. You have to go and find out about she. Then you just hey, just talking to she every day and you something believing and thinking, hey, I really like this woman and not knowing that hey, this woman could really have a husband here. But in this case here now, the men and them like in the community, you see a woman walking around, you don't know hey, that your neighbor wife and thing, but she looking real good and now you have the only thoughts to have sex with you. This surprise like hey, you can't be wanting to have sex with your partner, wife and thing, right? And this will like and think that you have it in your mind here again, right? And now these judges and all, they know these things and they know the scriptures, and they shall never really come to them. Because again, just when you go and watch here now, this way say, yeah, they ain't thinking about the heavens and thing, right? They ain't thinking about the moon side. They should know, right? And let's go to Leviticus 20 and 10.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 10. And the man that commit adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall be put to death.
So again, in the Christian church, when you lust after a woman, they tell you that in the Christian church, you watch a woman too hard. And thing, right? So the adultery and thing like that is lust. You watch a woman too hard, right? So Matthew 5 and 28, right? I'm not knowing that the most I was saying is stop watching your partner wife, right? And when you go in this year again now, Leviticus 20, again, it's like the Christian church has never make you feel like you went to school. When you go in the Christian church, you love to sit there about the adultery, that and the man that commit adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed the adultery with his neighbor wife, the adulterer, and the adultery shall be fully put to death, right? So now again, that's not about a single woman. There's a woman belonging to somebody and all, right? So adultery is if you are going to sleep with a next man's wife, right? The idea adultery, not a single woman. Again, the Christian church again they say that the Christian church say again that hey, the adultery is hey, you're going to sleep with the next man wife, the adultery, and also if a woman single and you can sleep with she and all too, the adultery too. But no, it's just if the woman belong to somebody else. And all too, right? Or the woman going to sleep with her next man. And she have a husband, she going to sleep with her next man, yeah, that adultery. And all too, right? Not that the woman single. What happen if the man single and the man going to sleep with her, he just get another wife. And thing, right? So again, when you go and read things, it's something that's is like a blind side in the Christian church and things. They're not opening it. And if you really do ask questions, it's like, hey, yeah, they still I'll come to you back at next time. I never really gain the answers and things, right? And when you go and watch these pastors and them, right? When you go and watch these judges and them, what they say again, they have matters and things, right? But when you go and watch these pastors, them they never really hear like you hear them having matters solving with people in the church and things. Because all they study about is the money on the Saturday or Sunday, and you never see them back till Saturday and Sunday again. And them all about the business right through and just coming back to take your money. And week pass, months pass, years pass, and you know there's nothing in the Christian church. And also you know the diet, you know the dietary law, you know the most of the feast days, you just hear about them, like just hear a word, and anybody would pass over. Hear that word already, but I really don't know that. Hear the word already, but you ain't sure. And I guess with some of these things that just hear it, but you're not sure on how to certain animals they hear it and how to the same way, but you're not sure. And right? Because why? This is what happening here again. Christian pastors and them, they're all about the gain. All about the gain, all about the profit, not about the most high God's statutes and commandments, right? So again, adultery again is when you sleep with another man, wife, and thing, right? And the woman will go and sleep again with a man that again she husband, she go and sleep with another man, like same adultery to on both sides, right? What's the verse then?
Book of Susanna, chapter 1 and verse 10. Only they both were wounded with the Lord, yet does not one show another his grief.
Right, and again it's like the two, and they more or less they every day and thing, and they ain't saying nothing, but again the wickedness in them, and that's how they read from the up in scripture, they say again wicked judges from ancient time and thing, right? This is not now this happening to them, happening to them, this going on for years and things, right? Go ahead.
Verse 11. For they were ashamed to declare their love, that they desired to have to do with her. Yet they watched diligently from day to day to see her.
Right, and again, same thing happened. Two of them, two judges, and they right, and nobody corrected nobody. Everybody, two of them hiding each other, two of them hiding every day, and they just coming the same thing every day, just to watch and thing like that. And thinking like, hey, they just coming in the garden because they say you have a fair enough garden. They ain't coming to watch the garden and thing. Right, he ain't coming to watch the house and thing. They ain't coming to watch the house and thing. They come to take like some people say by that evening breeze and say, well, okay, evening time, I'm going to eat my dinner and things like that. Relax and tuck up the foot and say, well, yeah, boy, all the hard day and things. This is not no rest time with these and things. Them rest time now is to watch Susanna when the people them go every evening. The only matters and make sure right 4 o'clock after 5, yeah, boy, everybody gone. Susanna and the two of them going on every day with the something, right? Go ahead.
Verse 13. And the one said to the other, let us go home, for it is dinner time. So when they went,
Yeah, go ahead.
So when they were gone out, they parted the one from the other. Turning back again, they came to the same place. And after that, they had asked one another the cause. They acknowledged their loss. Then appointed they a time, both together, when they might find her alone.
So you see now what happened here again is like, sometimes when you go on with sometime like it has some like back in the world and thing, have a brother, you see a sister and you like and thing, right? And one partner now looking the bad talk, the bad talk, partner and say, boy, that girl is no good and thing, whatever, thing, and like, it's like, yeah, boy, my partner looking out for like a car girl, she. And 2 days after now, it's like you going in a different area, you want the partner, and then you go catch yourself now, you see a partner with the girl. I think I need bad talk you. Bad talk you say with the girl, that's why you nothing up with the girl and thing like that. See you going there, there's a trickery again, a wicked man and all too again, right? Like come up now, it's like, yeah, what you go again? Yeah. Once they go down for we go down to get dinner and thing right there, you see the next one thing and the two of them meet back now and they want to like, hey, we'll meet back up here now for and you know what? Now that they clear they thought each other, and now that the food are now planning now what the how to attack Susanna now here again, right?
Right.
And it's like and that's why I never reached that now too. So two now, no mercy and things. So sometimes when you watch certain things again, like whatever punishment come upon them, it's like, yeah, because this should be like correction for the two of them now. So all before go ahead.
So that what we are thinking about was the people there, right? Is that these men knew the law. You understand? They knew the law. So which means one's supposed to be able to correct the other. So understand? Us developing them.
Yeah.
When developing them, nobody can you understand what I'm saying? To the correct way saying now.
Yeah, don't see it. And whenever I watch it again, so like yeah, the beat up I was like, wait, you need to tell me why not that's why I say right, we say not one telling the next one right there, boy, hey, nah, but yeah. We have to stop this because like go deal with that. We just not like we just not normal civilian. We is some prophets of the most and thing, right? We dealing with the law and thing, right? We dealing with people and thing. This thing not good and this not good and look good on the most and thing, right? It's not going to look good on the most prophets and them to the same way and thing like, hey, nah boy, we did this too now we and correct ourselves and thing, right? Nah, that went up. Now they look the plan, they look at the plan now, way. Look, we're gonna we have to set something up here right now, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 16. And there was nobody there save the two elders that had hid themselves and watched her. 17. Then she said to the maid, bring me oil and washing board and shut the garden door and they wash me.
Right, and this is something that when you go and read with 17 or it's remember to tell you that again. She was a person that feared the most, right? And then after tell you that she parents and them was righteous and not right. And when you go and watch this, this is something we have to take again in the this is like even something happened early in Genesis with Noah and also right that Noah and Noah's son Japheth what 3 sons, yeah, Ham, Sham, Japheth, right? And when Ham now mock father and thing right that he nakedness and thing, and then after Shem and Japheth now the girl thing and the cover the father, right? And that's really even that they do it backwards, then face the father forward and watch his nakedness and right? And when I go and watch this here now in verse 17, then she said unto her maids, bring me oil and washing bowls, and shut the garden door that I may wash me. Right? And when you go and watch it, it's not like when it has some sisters and things, they feel like it be they can get naked in front of each other because there's women and things, right? And now okay, this is how these are women who deal with Susanna every day and things, right? I know Susanna get order there right now and things, right? And besides get any order, they will know that every day now the person Susanna is and all two again, right? And show that again that she they carry just be naked in front of each other, right? And when you go in the scripture, you will see all these things that you can't be naked in front of your sister. Same thing with men. You saw some men now that feel, hey, there's men are thinking the same opposite now. So they're thinking that, hey, a man could be naked in front of a man and thing, right? And that is a law for the nation of Israel. So give me Leviticus 20 and 11.
Book of Leviticus, the 20, verse 11. The man that lied with his father's wife and uncovered his father's nakedness, both of them shall surely be put to death. Blood shall be upon them.
Right, and if that's true again, right? So when a woman naked and all to the same way, right? That is father. That nakedness is for his father and thing, not for his son to go and sleep with his wife, not for his nephew to go and sleep with his wife and all to the same way again, right? And you see them when comment to things so when comment to like when it has some men go say they're gonna have a treason and all too again, and the reason for the treason again is when they go and watch this again. It's not the man that a man can have more than one woman and thing, right? But no in the scriptures, even Christ and all say about the 10 princes and all too, right? Who went with the lambs and all too. So even Christ through a parable that again a man can have more than one woman, right? But when you go and watch the law and thing, right? The nakedness, you can't cover woman nakedness, so therefore a man can never have two women in the bed and thing, like you can have two wives, but the two women can never have them in the bed because that means this woman seeing this woman nakedness and the next woman seeing the next woman nakedness the same way and thing. And vice versa when coming to the woman again who want to sleep with two men and all to the same way. You can't no man not supposed to be seen no man nakedness the same way. So treason and all too, the reason for all this thing was you know because of the nakedness and thing thing you can't a woman not supposed to be seen and next woman nakedness, same thing coming to the men and all to the same way and all too. So that can never happen it just off and all too, right? So when you go and watch this and all too with Susanna, you see now she go tell them shut the door and thing, right? She's not going to be in front she's not going to be for them in front of them. She tell them what she want. She wash the soap, she wash the oil, and think she wash the towel, everything, and yeah. Or you bust out. And think if I need oil again, I will call oil. And thing, right? And give me Leviticus 18 and give me 18 and verse 6.
Book of Leviticus, 18 and verse 6. None of you shall approach any that is near kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord.
And digest it, the Mosai, and thing, right? Whoever, why? The Mosai says so. And thing, right? Any one of the laws. Do eat pork, crab, and shrimp and lobster. That's why? The Mosai says not to eat pork, crab, and shrimp and lobster. Do celebrate Christmas. That's why? The Mosai says not to celebrate Christmas. Do be naked in front of your sisters and them. Sisters and sisters. That's why? The Mosai says so. Men the same way and all to the same way. Can't be naked in front of them. Because they're a man. And there's masculinity. You could you could urinate in front of your partner, and then you could come out and equally you could come out with have boxers and all your chest and your everything that's print out in front of your partner and thing. You're sitting in front of the moose and you don't even know and want to see me again. Right? So again, a woman cannot be naked in front of a woman and same thing and a man neither, right? All these things just for like being like intimate with your husband and your wife and thing, right? That two are unique in this Friday, right? Go ahead, Susanna Bakado.
Book of Susanna, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they did as she bade them, and shut the garden doors, and went out themselves to privy doors, to fetch the things that she had commanded them. But they saw not the elders, because they were hid.
Right, and again, this there's not the first time, right? So again, there's not the first time the seeing Susanna in the evening going and look at the bed. Then not the first time again that they will see that the teammates and them go do certain things for she and all too again, right? And they know what's part of the past and thing, right? Because every day they're planning this and thing, right? Every day they're being by this house and all too, right? So they know again the strong points, the weak points in the house and thing, right? Because the day and things, right? So again, and the planning, right?
Right.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Verse 19. When the maids were gone forth, the two elders rose up and ran unto her, saying, Behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us, and we are in love with thee. Therefore, consent unto us, and lie with us.
And that the wickedness now. All the planning now, they come to reality they know. And thing, right? So this is today is the day here now. The maids and them gone and they attack Susanna and thing, right?
Right.
No holding back. They forget about the most high laws, statutes and judgments and thing. One life to live and thing, right? And again when they go and watch these things again, like the hardy laws and thing, right? They could have any amount of woman itself and all too again, right? I know, and more or less, you know, like when you go on what these stages these men have and thing, right? It's not like some of these women will fall for these men and them because you know, like when you go on watch them, hey, the talking thing with sense, I think people coming with them for correction and thing, right? So it's like, hey, these are not just normal men, these are brilliant men and thing, right? So when you go and watch some of these things, like, hey, these women are going to like these, so there's no getting away for one with the law and all two. But again, they know that a man can have more than one woman and all two, so and you're going to do this scene and thing, right? And not one, two of them, two judges knowing the law and thing, right? And then after knowing that a man can have more than one woman and they do this and there. And then after now, it's not just like, you know, it's like Susanna now, you know, she playing along with it and thing. They're forcing themselves onto Susanna. So that just a wickedness now that that pleasure now a woman do want to and they're forcing herself on she. That is like, you know, this woman, she's screaming, she is like, if she could have poisoned herself by the fright and all too, she had just dropped down and dead and all too again, right? And that's what happened here and all too. That evilness and all too is like, hey, that pleasure and that real go off and all too. And you know, that's full of wickedness again. That's the most I seen for all that time, right? Go ahead.
Verse 21. If thou wilt not, we will bear witness against thee, that the young man was with thee. Therefore, thou didst send away thy maids from thee.
Go ahead.
22. Then Susanna sang and said, I am straitened on every side. For if I do this thing, it is death unto me. And if I do it not, I cannot escape your hand.
So now when we go back to verse 21, there's a reason say now. So if thou will not, I will bear witness. So now they tell you, now they're like the putting out ultimatum to she. Yeah, what's going on? Either you do this thing with me, or we telling people, hey, yeah, what's going on? It's adultery now. So they're working out the adultery and so now they know the law, but they didn't know the law for them. No, right? But they know the law for she know. So now so now she now go realize, hey, yeah, but if I think this, you know, the say is Susanna commit adultery and they don't know already, Susanna don't know already. But I'm gonna tell you that too, she parents teach you the most high law. She don't already know, hey, but I'm saying here that adultery is death. So like she don't realize, hey, I'm a sticky situation, you know. So like that, hey, I bow down to them and now doing this now, if she go on to adultery and in the other hand, coming there now, coming to so them plan adultery with she, and now she's frightened because she like now, if she go and do this now, adultery on she side coming all to the same way and all to the same way. So like no, hey, adultery on both sides, wickedness coming. They are blaspheming she with adultery, and if she think she give it, adultery on the next side and thing like that. This is what like, you know, when this is why I go on what just now is like the church really actually why the Catholic Church really try to get rid of the apocrypha and all too. Just like when you go on what the Seth brothers who died for not eating pork and all too again, right? And you know, they're sure about this now. They already see a difference in woman, that's you know. having that integrity to really be strong. Then like some women I know sometimes they go always try to make excuse, hey, my mother and father dead. Um, I had to smoke drugs and thing. I had to be on drugs and thing like that. And saying that, nah. And what do you want? What this position this woman in here? And the both side, and she's still in bow down. So really and truly, they really do have no excuse and all to again. When you go on what some of these things and all do, yeah, it might be hard, but you still want no excuse for doing wrong and all to again, right? Go ahead, yeah.
Verse 23. It is better for me to fall into your hand and not do it than to sin in the sight of the Lord.
Right, and you know, she said, you're going on. Yeah. I know going sitting inside of the move side, so better you're going on. Yeah. That mean that she gonna that mean that that don't mean that she gonna sleep lie down with them. She taking the lie with what they saying about Sister Susanna. Hey, better go ahead. One plan or you seen and say what you have to say about the young fella who run and thing, right?
Right.
Go ahead, and this will say, yeah, well, go ahead, no sin. I not going on that road and thing, right? And in my say we should have talked to some of these sisters out here and thing, right? They're keeping their integrity, they're not spoiling themselves and thing, right? Go ahead.
24. That Susanna cried with a loud voice, and the two elders cried out against her.
So again, plan for plan, and thing, right? So now she realized now she in danger here. She in danger here right now, right? And again, this is something now again apart of the law again, right? So now when a woman being like you know when she gonna be looking to get raped and thing to it, so now a woman is be screaming and thing to it, and the you know they go and watch you know the two elders now. So she's screaming and them bawling and all to it. And when you go in the scripture, say now this again now this is something again we have to know again when we women in a discomfort again that a man being aggressive to them, right, or attacking them, it should think they should come to your mind is to should be screaming or bawling out and thing, right? So give me Deuteronomy 22. Give me Deuteronomy 22 and verse 23.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 23. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in a city and lie with her, then he shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city, and he shall stone them with stones that they die. Damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, the man, because he had humbled his neighbor's wife. So thou shalt put away evil from among you.
Right, and this is again now this showing you again that you know what will come on the both side of these things. Like if a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto an husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, right? So again, you see the outcome of these things is always penalty is always death and thing, right? And this is what these men should have always had the most high judgments in their head. Without going and plan to do Susanna, but it come out evil, come out again, right? And then right, no correction, nobody correcting nobody, right? They forget about the things they're doing for years, teaching the most high law, statutes, commandment, right? When you go back to verse 24, then you shall bring them both out onto the gates of the city, and you shall stone them with stones, and they die, and the damsel, because she cried not, right, being in the city, and the man because he had humbled his neighbor's wife. So thou shalt put away evil from among you, right? And And again, when a woman, you know, a man holding on a woman, I think the woman should be screaming out and thing, right? Like when she laughs and all too. That's not like make it just be like something something like you know that nobody can. It's like don't make it cry be like and bite you and thing, right? Make it be like you're frightened, be like if it's a bear, if it's a bear biting you, a pit bull coming to bite you and thing, you're falling for your life, you're frightened, you want to live the next day and thing like that, you want to live freely and true and thing, right? Right to verse 25.
Verse 25. Then ran the one and opened the garden door.
So go, that's now. Go back to Deuteronomy 22 and 25.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in a field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that favored the
And again, and this is the outcome like our person being raped, and also again, right? But again, he forced himself on the woman. The woman did not give in. And same thing happened here with Susanna, and right, Susanna then given in to the judges on them, right? The forcing herself on her, and again, when you go and watch it, done already know that it was coming to her already, right? So she already didn't give in to them, but the church, she one thing will go happen. Hey, if you in sleep with me, you could not lie and say that a young man was here with you, and you're free. He free because we saved and thing, right? Because again, them they right and knowing that again, it's in a hard spot for Susanna because again, we're going to watch your people go think that these judges and them there's a two men and check here and thing like that. And watching Susanna now is like she hopes very thin. And then sometimes you're in a surgery and think I want to do the surgery and then they say, hey, you're not thin line, more going like it, more going dead than you surviving and thing here. And more or less the same thing now when you go and watch Susanna coming up against two judges and thing like we're not doing it all, we're not really saving people's life and matters and like people like, hey yeah boy, this man tell me this and ethically work and thing right and in the integrity the Mosai laws and thing, right? But not the integrity of these men. The Mosai laws, integrity showing up and thing like what they're talking about, not them integrity and all through like that. This is what she had also come up against now that you know what? Yeah, it's very hard. Again, that everybody go always think like, yeah, she's the one who really went and sleep with the young fella and all through, right? So again, a man forcing himself on a woman, yeah, woman, you have to scream out loud, loud as it could, and with everything, you have to get everything, right? Just as the Musa is saying, get everything, right? To go back to Susan.
Book of Susanna, chapter 1 and verse 24. With that, Susanna cried with a loud voice, and the two elders cried out against her. Then ran the one and opened the garden door. So when the servants of the house heard the cry in the garden, they rushed in at the privy door to see what was done unto her.
And these men are there be like, like it has some people like they just quicken the quicken thinking and thing right like yeah but it's like that happened and that's like yeah they look every move to counter attack every move one time I think they like they're real good draft players and thing. She screamed, they don't get through already. It's like yeah going on, yeah but she ain't give into me that shit. Yeah boy. Susanna is a rock and thing right so now yeah going on. Yeah, they open the door and thing, right? Because now they done already are going on, scream coming out, open the door and they done already, they done plan already, going to scene already. And again, Susanna already see what she doing, she going to take her, she going them way and thing, right? Because again, she not going to give in to herself, so she done already, hey, it's where I go. And that's what she said, she going them way, taking her, are taking on a trap and thing like that. I ain't bound down. But I say I'm gonna sleep with that young man, oh no problem. She going on that road. And she just waiting on again the Mosai open and the Mosai go to be with she, right? Go ahead.
But when the elders had declared their matter, the servants were greatly ashamed, for there was never such a report made of Susanna. It came to pass the next day, when the people were assembled to her husband Joachim, the two elders came also, full of mischievous imagination against Susanna, to put her to death.
Right, and again, when they go and watch now, it's like, they never hear about this about Susanna and things like that. So this is again, sometimes, that some people again is like, she never knew nothing about this, and now it's like these priests and them never hear again nothing they hear. But again, some of we wickednesses only the most I can only know some of we wickedness and people know like they're so good at covering wickedness and what it is only the most I could do the wickedness. So when one what is priests and them again, you ain't hear nothing about these priests again. But the most I know in the wickedness for a long time, but the public can know now that wickedness are them. And this will know what happening to Susanna here now, right? So two sides. Wickedness and only the public can know only wickedness are these judges on them.
Right.
And now on Susanna's side now, we ain't hearing nothing about this kind of thing from Susanna at all. So like, hey, Susanna do this way? It's like, nah. I never hear this reporter Susanna doing this and thing. I don't think Susanna go do this and do this again, but again, because of what happening here now is like the matter with these men and them doing being judges again, teaching the Mosai laws, thinking matters with people, and then more people matters solving and thing and like these men again now getting like worship in the area and thing right and like hey they don't know what side to take and thing right go ahead.
And it came to pass the next day, when the people were assembled to her husband Joachim, the two elders came also, full of mischievous imagination against Susanna, to put her to death, and said before the people, send for Susanna, the daughter of Chelcias, Joachim's wife. And so they sent.
Right, and when you go on with this again, this would have they don't already say yeah, you have to gotta push it to death and things like that. Again now is like they ain't gain cheap time to really express yourself about what happened and what to against it. That's really any laws. But now if they really really give you a chance and want to against them maybe talk and things to like people might say, hey, you know what something right? I really feel more these judges and them doing this than this woman here again, right? But we're going on again now. They able to swing the law so far because these is lawmen and things. People like hey, they really thinking because you know what? Yeah, these is lawmen, these is people getting judgments and things like that. They're not focused on something like take your Susanna innocent and things and they say how swiftly they're moving swiftly to proceed to death, right? Go ahead.
Study. So she came with her father and mother, her children, and all her kindred. Now Susanna was a very delicate woman and beauteous to behold.
And when I go and watch this now again, this is just when I go and watch this now, it's like, hey, there's the wickedness coming here again, right? So like to see again a woman, she loves she parents again, right? She loves her husband, she loves her children and things like that. These men again, they're seeing this, that again, this is not everybody is like how many people going on lose here. She mother going on she going on lose she parents going on lose she father going on lose right? She children going on lose and yeah, they like hey people say, but wait now, when I kill somebody and thing like this is something in my we should be having here, but if I kill somebody and thing, that's not there's no that's one person losing somebody here. This is a whole numbers of people losing somebody here. There's an auntie losing she niece and thing, right? This is a mother losing she daughter. This is children losing the mother. This is a father. This is a father losing his daughter. There's a husband losing his wife and thing, right? There's a friend losing his friend and thing like that. And like these numbers and thing and again sometimes these people so nice again they could even make other people trip off and all too again because they know that person was so good to them and I can't believe the going out of the life and like that. It's like sometimes they can't even come back to that because again, you want to go and watch like the integrity of Susanna and all that. Just tell you that nah, I can't believe Susanna could do that. No, see that the people don't hear it already, and you know what? This is the way you want. This is the way you want. This is the way you want. You're trying to be and you're trying to see that in you the same way and think vice versa. And all to bringing up your that integrity in your trend, and they're trying to see that integrity in you and all to say something really go off and all to again, you can say nah, boy, and thing, right? These doubts and then coming in, but if no integrity and thing, no fear the most high, not keeping the most high, Lord, like that's what I say, and that's it, even that's like, yeah, she's a person that's do that, she's for that's like some people say she's for the streets and all kind of different things, like, yeah. It has no different thing for you, but again, when you move a different way and they had that spirit that moves, like always quick, it's always quick for people to say, nah, it's not that person, but that person not following the most and thing. Yeah, and that come to you, and it can be innocent, and all too. Yeah, they done class this already, so it's always better to be on the most hand side than being on the evil side, right? Because when you go and watch this again, let's imagine Susanna was really so, and all too. It then reaches by everybody going and say, yeah. She's a person like yeah, that's what she and thing. Nobody having no complaints and thing, right? But because now she on that side of the most side, they're still seeing that the people all people still defending she happened, but nah, she's not that person, no, no, too. So always have the most high spirit in you and all too, right? So let's imagine sometime again when I go and watch some people again, the walk with something, right? But they didn't do something, and thing, right? And you will see now people go say, yeah, but he's a man at that time, a wicked man, he really do that thing. But because of because of character and thing, right? And he do that crime now, and that come upon him, people go and say he do that and all to say always on any side, you will always win following the most side and all to. You follow the most side things come upon you, you're going to win. You ain't following him and you do something, you ain't do something wrong, they put it on you because of your character and things too. And there were some people go able to pinpoint something. Just like when you go and watch some of we there's like some of the things that happen in the country, how they just blame the Venezuelans and them. And things like certain crime take place and things. So then you like the integrity of the Venezuelans like they like to chop and things, right? So certain crime take place in the country. They could just say, hey, TRINIDAD, and say, nah, we don't do them kind of them kind of murders and thing here. So the Venezuelans and them doing that and thing like that. That's what they're able to do because they know the history of the Venezuelans. Now they're able to like to do these things and them and they will say, hey, the Venezuelans and them doing that here and thing to again because of the character and thing like that. And that's what they're doing. They do these things again right here and that. Something come up and they go that way. They then find nobody. When I say yeah, it's Venezuelans and them. So again, because I character now, people is able to pinpoint things and you and things to the same mistake. Always again, we had the right spirit and thing, right? So again, that you always get help, right? And the most likely always be on your side, right? Go ahead.
Verse 13. So she came into her father and mother and children and all her kindred. Now Susanna was a very delicate woman and beauteous to behold. And these wicked men commanded to uncover her face, for she was covered, that they might be filled with her beauty.
All that going on this still and thing, right? Seeing she children, she father, she mother, she thing. Everybody coming and thing, right? They see now the sorrow they having for Susanna and thing, right? And they still want to see that woman, they still want to see she face and thing, right? They're like thinking, hey, go and get a woman and thing, right? Nah, or you follow the Most High laws, or you study the Most High laws and thing, right? And what happened is still with all that going on there, and think she's still with all that there, and they still want to like feel that enjoyment and thing, right? Go ahead.
Therefore, her friends and all that saw her wept. Then the two elders stood up in the midst of the people and laid their hands upon her head. And she, weeping, looked up toward heaven, for her heart trusted in the Lord.
Right, again now there's the only person right now she could turn to again, right? Because again when you go and watch here, the things what the men and them say right now, nothing not going to she favor and all to again because of these churches and them, right? Everybody like, you know what? These are the men really be setting judgments and punishments and people. And you know what? Nobody is saying that nobody is saying that this could really be the the judges and them will do something, not Susanna. I go and watch now, like nah, nobody ain't saying nothing, right? No, she husband ain't saying nothing, she mother ain't saying nothing, she father ain't saying nothing, she maids and them ain't saying nothing and not saying nothing because like, you know what? Yeah, boy Susanna, like way boy Susanna, she fall boy. And then right there like the mindset of the people here right now. And everybody the only person now she could trust is the most side. And then right there, you know, she growing up, sending up she spread to the most side. Where to verse 36?
Verse 36. And the elders said, as we walked in the garden alone, this woman came in with two maids, and shut the garden doors, and sent the maids away. Then the young man who was ill came unto her and lay with her. Then we stood in a corner of the garden, seeing this wickedness, ran unto them. And when we saw them together, the man we could not hold, for he was stronger than we, and opened the door and leaped out.
Right. And when you go and watch this and all two again, right, it's like when you go and watch this now, it's a well planned story and thing, right? So everything going against them. Them all the youth man stronger. We can't hold him down. He push me down and thing like that, and he run. And when we do look the ball out, it's too late again. Speed against me and thing, right? We can't catch up with it. We don't know which part he going and thing like that. Like everything not going Susanna way and also against the well fabricated lie and all too, right? Well,
40. But having taken this woman, we asked who the young man was, but she would not tell us these things to be testified. Then the assembly believed them as those that were the elders and judges of the people, so they condemned her to death.
Right, and see what happened here now again, just as when we go into the scriptures back again, what happened here again because of the men and them, and this is why sometimes again some people are able to get away in life and things because of the position the hold and also again that they will do certain things and they will use the connection and thing, right? Or the position and also get away with certain things and also the same way. When you go and watch some things like even when you go and watch some things like let me say the prime minister and things it how with this woman she will call black people all kind of different names and thing, right? And when you go and watch the thing is like if this was somebody else and thing, right? They would have looked into they would have been looking into like scrutinize thing, right? But because now she's a prime minister and thing, right? Like yeah, she could tell black people what they want and thing like that. And when you go and watch now the power she know and the connection she have is like yeah, nobody data correct she and tell she hey, I don't think you should be talking to black people so and all too, right? I go and watch this here now, nobody ain't coming up against nobody ain't coming up against Kamala and putting Kamala and she plays for the way how she just talk to black people. Many statements she used with Rowley, calling Rowley Oreo. She do it to the next sister telling she, hey, I know who I is and think who you know who you is and all these different things and just continue right through till nobody ain't putting a stop to she again because again she in the high place and all too, right? And we're going to watch some of the people again because of the high places they able to do these things. Some of them again they're driving on the highway and all too again because they know hey I have my connection and all the people I could get these tickets right off. I could do this something, right? And even with somebody saying fabricate certain things and they really do it and because again they were able to make cases go away and then right, make it like the case coming up and say, well, yeah, the case coming up and thing, and not time to do the put the case 6 months, and then after say, well, the 6 months now, the case carried back to another 6 months or something, and not knowing again that the people go die down again, all that go die down, and yeah, and people life don't go on back again, and they're able to do this again because again the history of the people and want to again. I know they at the time it will be real important thing. Everybody going to hear the case and thing, but as time go along now, everybody just back to normal and thing, right? Just like when somebody die and thing to the same way and thing. When somebody die, like in that moment you could be in real mourning and all kind of thing, right? And as the days go by and thing, months go by and thing, everything just come back to normal and thing the same way. And this is how able again these people now able to do these things again, right? Well,
Verse 42. Then Susanna cried out with a loud voice and said, O everlasting God, that knowest the secrets and knowest all things before they be, thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me. And behold, I must die, whereas I never did such things as these men have maliciously invented against me. And the Lord through the voice.
right. And when you go in I think it's in Proverbs, right? It have a verse saying that if you keep away from the law, so shall your prayers not be answered. And thing like so. Right now, again, now, I know Susanna again brought up by the she parents saying that she parents say that they say that she parents was a righteous parents and thing, right? She father, she mother and thing, right? And then after now the integrity of Susanna herself when you go back and watch, people was like shocked now. People was shocked that Susanna this happened to Susanna never hear a story about this and now to again, right? And when I go and watch here now, she think now she turned into the Musa now for refuge that again that you know what she keeping the Musa she keeping the Musa law statutes and commandments. She learned she turned into the Musa yeah, I didn't do this something right. So the only hope right now is she because everybody done whatever all judgments done come upon she already and thing right. And see now all she could do now to turn to the Musa. And that's the thing now. You see now she really counted the Musa and thing right, thing right. And see now this will now where the Musa go really be and she because this look right here now with this prayer and this as a reading the scriptures, so shall your prayer not be answered and thing right. If you keep not the Musa laws, statutes and commandments, right? So this is how she dependent here right now between she and the Musa right now, right? Go ahead.
Verse 45. Therefore, when she was led to be put to death, the Lord raised up the Holy Spirit of a young youth whose name was Daniel, who cried with a loud voice, I am cleared from the blood of this woman.
Right. So again now when they had the spirit of the Most High, the Most High will. There's have any right. So whatever he planned for you to do, you just following that action and all too, right? So again now and this now what happened, he put that spirit on Daniel, right? And again now when it go Daniel now go jump out now and say something now to defend Susanna, right? Now when you go watch now, right? So the whole scene now, Daniel now again, now the spirit of Daniel now again, and next person again, young and maybe knowing the most high law, statutes and commandments. This is what happened now with Daniel and thing, right? And this is what you see now. He cried with a loud voice, I am cleared from the blood of this woman and thing, right? Because again, when I go to scriptures now, he say clear. So now we're like, hey, I stand them back, you know, like, hey, not me. I know part of I know no part of this and thing, right? Thing like that. Now we realize, hey, I make this innocent woman die. Punishment going and come upon me, right? So let me go to Exodus 23 and verse 7.
Of Exodus chapter 23 and verse 7. Keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and righteous slay thou not, for I will not justify the wicked.
Right, and when you're going to watch this, keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and the righteous slay thou not, for I will not justify the wicked. And right? So again, when you're going unalive people and thing, right? Innocent people, right? And even and all people wicked and all too again. All these things again is the most I say judgment is vengeance is healed and all too again, right? We're not supposed to be picking up yourself and unaliving people again, right? And even what happened here with Susanna telling you and all too, you're bearing false witness and all too again to make somebody get in trouble and all too. All these things are not supposed to be doing and think too. And what these priests and them do, exactly what the scriptures do and saying here in Exodus 23. Keep it far from a false matter and the right and bring a false matter on Susanna, right? And innocent and the righteous slay thou not and thing like so. Again, that's what happened here again, these things in the scriptures and Susanna again now, Daniel now knowing these things again, right? Hey, now you can't do these things again because again you don't know. That's why he's saying that hey, I stand in clear this something right. He making sure hey, let me get let me get this meeting right here. So let me just take this and this side because these two men and them is priests and prophets and things that hey they could do they cannot do this crime and thing here no one thing right and now it's like hey right now they might be quick you know because that's what I was planning fast to do. Get rid of Susanna now. Yeah, somebody just jump out of the scene, you know, and this Daniel now, and Daniel now who know the Mosai. Again, this what happening, you know, he don't standing clear this because you know again the innocent of somebody dying is death and thing too, right? And we go to another one just to show you and all too again. So you do you lie on somebody and all too, you already know hey the outcome of these things. So again I make people who innocent. I don't know the outcome of these things is punishment. Mightn't be you mightn't be the punishment mightn't come on you and thing. It could come on your children just like what happened with King David and thing, right? When you go and sleep with the next the fellow wife and thing, right? The most I then punish King David when no death didn't come to him, but that come to his son, the baby, right? And you see what happened here again. So sometimes you might think, hey, I could do somebody something and live and live, right? And you know what? And sacrifice yourself and say, well, yeah, boy, I go sacrifice myself for my children, and not knowing that hey, the most I could miss you and put it on your children, and that will happen with King David. You do a crime, when you see you do the crime, you see what happened there. Most I miss King David, but the punishment is on his still because that child is a part of he, right? But he misses it missed King David, and it went on to the baby, right? And die just with it. So whoever feel that whoever sometimes you gonna do somebody something and you get through it and then after you say, well, yeah, boy, I seen you come at this woman try and go profit it and thing and then after you wanna go and watch, I see all your maybe your wife go, your children go right in front of you and thing, right? Because why you're not knowing these scriptures anymore, so you're thinking for yourself and not thinking for the most side is think and thing, right? Doing these things and then not knowing the most side knowledge and thing, right? So again, when you go on what these things again, we should be keeping the most side lower statutes and commandments right to that these things again not come upon me, right? So give me Leviticus 24 and to 17.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 24 and verse 17. And he that killeth any man shall surely be put to death.
So that's a small and very effective. And he that killeth any man shall surely be put to death. And again, this is Daniel making himself clear. And thing right, because he don't already know, hey, if I say that hey, this woman is this and she innocent and really and truly innocent, yeah, all them people who stand for Susanna to death, to die on alive, this will happen to them and all to the same way and Daniel standing clear that these things are them, right? So again, should always be in the right spirit of serving the Most High and doing the right things and all to, and even with the judgment and all to do, always pick you see a multitude saying this and you and that wagon with that multitude. Saying that yeah boy, let be the majority saying this, side with the majority and all to you know it off. Yeah, be a man and say yeah it off and thing right. I know yeah you have in that integrity. So let people let people say what they have to say, but you keep that integrity down, you know, it jump over to everybody saying and things like that. When you go watch something we're seeing today and all too, yeah. Everybody just have a spirit of one and not the spirit of the most side and thing, right? So you see some people they go say, hey, either a spiritual person and thing like that. Really and truly they go see the spiritual because there are flags and there are flags in the house, they go in the church. They go in the church every Sunday and thing like that. But really and truly when they go and watch now, hey, okay, the talking pleasant, but when you go and watch now, the eating pork, crabs, and lobster, they're celebrating Christmas and thing like that. I don't want to be in that multitude of the people in the world today and thing that's saying that, you know, I spiritual, but really and truly not spiritual because they're not keeping the most high law starting to come on, you know, yeah, say they make sure and always keep that spiritual see in Daniel now, you know, and when all them people are wrong, he didn't bow down to Susanna being unalive and all to I say no he stand up and say nah I standing clear of this I standing clear of this whole scene here. I not seeing this person really going down there so without any evidence that you know we should really unalive and thing like that. Now we standing clear now of this, right? So this again show always have that spirit and then go follow the multitude, right? Who's
47.
47? Go ahead.
Book of Susanna, chapter 1 and verse 47. Then all the people turned toward him and said, what mean these words that thou hast spoken? So he standing in the midst of them said, are ye such fools, ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth, ye have condemned the daughter of Israel? Return again to the place of judgment, for they have borne false witness against her. Verse 50. Wherefore, all the people turned again in haste, and the elders said unto him, come, sit down among us, and show it us, seeing God had given thee the honor of an elder.
Right now, we're going to watch it now again now. This now is like that you know, like the masculinity of Daniel and all too is like the body like now how he speak now, right? And thing like that spirit now is like nobody say like a little child. Why hush him out and go from here and think my thing? That nothing like that. Something that you just see now like that different spirit now, like boy like silent. Nobody in here, nobody saying like Daniel, go from here and think like they not for you and think like hey, like he awaken them now and think, hey, what going on? These things will be happening just so. I think we don't judge things just so. I think because these men saying these things on them, or just go with these things as like no Daniel putting it clear to them and see like hey, like everybody now like stunned and thing like that. You see now that spirit now come on Daniel, that masculinity now come on Daniel, he talking again like you know somebody really should like in this matter and all too, right? Like that matter just like there's something really happen now. I see now like the people like hey that stunness coming them like that's quietness and all too. And like no it's like no who answer no that's the two judges now and now that they now answer to this now the Daniel and the crowd now, and you will see now we're going to look to take place. Like what?
Verse 51. Then said Daniel unto them, put these two aside, one far from another, and I will examine them. So when they were put asunder one from another, he called one of them and said unto him, O thou that art waxen old in wickedness, now thy sins which thou hast committed aforetime have come to light.
So that's how yeah, you see the what kids are there, that's what you see again, right? Now I come to light and they're like, that's what you'll see again. Some people they're so good at covering the track. It's only the most I could could see it and all too again, right? And when I go and watch it, a lot of these things and all too when I go and watch in the Bible and thing, right? How the society runs, yes, you can see that again that everything is being taken in the Bible itself. The same like sometimes you see two brothers do a crime and thing, and see what they do again interrogation. They separate the two And also, I know everybody know is like, okay, let me go and make a light on them now and see now they're not there, so nobody can say nothing. And that time the police and them the light, but you know again now because you not there in the scene now, it's like, hey, you know thinking, wait man, my partner really do that and thing, right? Because of the whole interrogation. And see now what I do now again, that all these things in the Bible itself again, all the tactics that use, you see now that again now Daniel separate the two judges, right? I see now the things that nobody can say, well, hey, this really happened here. Because now if they was together, you know, say, but more with the gauge of that wing guy and say, go so hit each other and it fractions. Nobody can say nothing. So Daniel with the right spirit now again, right? And it's like, you know, Daniel now, when they go and watch it, it's like Daniel are wrong a long time, but he not wrong no long time. He just had the right spirit. He just had the right spirit and the most high on him. And thing, right? And see that, hey, yeah, nobody can answer and say nothing there right now, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
But thou hast pronounced false judgment, and hast condemned the innocent, and hast let the guilty go free. Albeit, the Lord said, the innocent and righteous shall thou not slay.
Right, and when you go and watch this and all too again, right? This is things what these are things what judges does do one thing, right? So that it's not what Daniel think Daniel bringing out these faults with these men and them was doing and thing too, right? So again, there's like we're seeing that again sometimes like the whole false judgment. We go see like today, like in the United States, a black man do the same crime as a Caucasian, and the Caucasian get 3 years and thing, right? And then after now the black man get 20 years and thing too, right? And then after you go see something now, something because you know the police officers and them, right? They do a crime, they on a live a black person, and you go see that again, they will go the way that they will walk innocent and think right. And while we grieve when we cry, we lost loved ones again, and like it's something now that it continue now to happen again, that the officers and them getting more attached to that the other seeing that the judges and them defending them that, hey, if they did unalive this black person and the officers they get about 25 or 30 years, they know they go hesitate to unalive a black person, right? So now when they go and watch this now, they see what the judges them doing. It's like no, that's why they say the grievance get bigger. So when you go and watch this here now with these judges here now, they see that hey the grievance get bigger and bigger because now they know over all the years they never get punishment for all these things they're doing here now. So it's like hey, I practicing this here for years and years and years and the covering the tracks and the same thing will happen with these things they do in United States. You will see that again that these officers and them will always look to like people they got the punishments and them did not commit and thing too again. So they go always feel that way that hey these judges and them have my back and the same thing when they go and watch these thing that says Daniel say, hey, or make the innocent or make the innocent and the righteous pay and thing right you unalive them and thing right innocent people they bring bad judgments and all them thing and you're doing this for a long time and this had to stop here the day to day it had to stop and thing right go ahead.
Verse 54. Now then, if thou hast seen her, tell me under what tree sawest thou them companying together? Who answered, under a mastic tree. And Daniel said, thou hast lied against thy own head. For even now the angel of the Most High hath received the sentence of the Most High to cut thee in two. So he put him aside, commanded to bring the other, and said unto him, O thou seed of Canaan, and not of Judah, beauty hath deceived thee, and lust hath perverted thine heart. Thus have ye dealt with the daughters of Israel, and they for fear company with you, but the daughter of Judah will not abide your wickedness. Now therefore tell me, under what tree didst thou take him, Salakia, didst thou take them companying together? Who answered, under a palm tree.
Right, so hold on. So when I went back in verse 54, right, they say mastic tree, right? So that was the first one he moved and thing, right? And so now the answer should have be a mastic tree again, right? When Daniel asked the second one and thing, right? But he said a whole tree. He said a whole tree here now. So now it's like no, two of them they know they separate now and thing, right? You see now wisdom again. Now there's thing now move again, right? You see now by spilling now nobody can get to correct each other and thing, right? So you see now two different trees take their mastic tree and now a whole tree now, right? They not already know, hey, this done off already now, you know, that no change in this year right now, right? Go ahead.
Verse 59. Then said Daniel unto him, well, thou hast also lied against thine own head, for the angel of the Most High waited with the sword to cut thee in two, that he may destroy you. Verse 60. With that, all the assembly cried out with a loud voice and praised the Most High, who saved them that trust in him.
Right, and now remember now the cry over the Most High again now again remember what happened here now if they make Susanna die innocently now the death would have be on them again, right? So not only that's the judges and all too again, because again now this is what all the matters was being judged now again with them and the whole community and all too, right? And this would have be on them that whoever that Susanna would either be that the stone cheated dead and whoever the punishment be and thing like that. And you know, now they're praising the Most High for this because this would have been them life and all going and all too again because again wrongful judgments and thing, right? Where to verse 61?
61. And they arose against the two elders, but Daniel had convicted them of false witness by their own mouth, according to the law of Moses, they did unto them in such sort as they maliciously intended to do their neighbor, and they put them to death. Thus, innocent blood was saved the same day. Therefore, Success and his wife praised the Most High for their daughter Susanna, and with Joachim, her husband, and all the kindred, because there was no dishonesty found in her.
Right, and when you go back to this now, this would have been happening here now. This when you go back and you read in here in verse 63 and thing, right? It wasn't for Daniel, right? And that spirit that the Most High on him, right? This would have been all these people crying here for Susanna and thing, right? That's why I'm reading that again, you know, again when you go on, when somebody pass away and thing, right? Again, you know, you want to keep the Most High law, statutes, and commandments. So that's why they say, you know, your days be prolonged and things like that. And these people again, you want to enjoy your life going on with it, and it cutting short and thing, right? And you know, when you go and watch this and all too again, right? They say she parents say that seeing she daughter life cut short, she husband seeing she life cut short, she children, she family and thing, all she kindred and all too, and then after she friends and them thing, seeing her cut short now and thing, right? And you know what they're really praising the Most High for Susanna and thing, right? And you know again, that's why as you like to say, always you're always better to fall in the hands of the Most High. Again, that you know, you're following keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Again, when in that time of need, your prayers go be answered. That's why they say in Proverbs, keep your Lord, the Lord say your prayers go be answered. If you keep it, prayers not going to be answered. And plain and simple and thing, right? So even in all these time danger and all too, the time of going things going good, always be having that spirit that keeping the Most High.
Right.
So what happened with Job and all too, what happened with three things, he still with all that, he still keep the Most High, children, the riches, the house, everything was taken away from him and thing, right? And see again, he didn't go against the Most High, it came back to him and things, right? So when you go on what like the same thing with Susanna and all too, it wasn't for she parents not following the Most High law, statutes, and commandments, and then after doing the things with the Most High say about teaching your sons and your sons' sons and thing, right? And that generation keep on coming up and thing too. Susanna would be on a live today with the judges and them and thing like the priests and them, right? But because she keep the Most High law, statutes, and commandments again, this is what the Most High always take somebody again to always defend the nation of Israel. So we're going to see that there are many people to show that Samson, King David, and things too, right? take certain profits and all to save the people and all to the same way and all to again always had a spirit to serve the Most High and keep the Most High laws, statutes, and commandments and things, right? So not even for this generation and even for the generation to come and all too, right? And even the generation to come again. So again, it has to continue with that generation that's building and building and knowing the Most High laws, statutes, and commandments. So you see what happened here in everything she was taught, you know what to do at any every situation and thing, right? The integrity, hey, don't do this, don't do that. You know, yeah, in distress, you know what to do when she in distress, scream and all thing, right? You know, whenever I watch she and all the integrity she have that, you know, nobody have no force. Remember she see that person smoking, see that smoking sleeping around, see that person kind bad force witness and thing, right? So all these things save Susanna and thing, right? And again, you could never go wrong serving the Most High. So to the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, let me try the Most High, right? Let me try the ISUPK who teaching the laws, statutes, and commandments, and the Most High. So again, we can build a nation, and Christ will come. And with that, I'll pass the class over to Priest and Officer Makoya.
Security announcements. We are the ISUPK started out of 1 West 125th Street, along New York, under commanding General Hannah. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limit for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves of the road. After 6 months, if the brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from there to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from there to marry. Tithe, which is the commandment. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Means 10 in Hebrew and it's pronounced Maisha. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord give to treasury department teacher. Priest fund, funeral offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give, a common holy convocation, the common holy convocation we have, remember we are doing a trumpet, Tuesday of the 7th month, that is Sunday the 21st September 2025, the findings in Leviticus chapter 23, verse 24 to 25. You might not come and attempt to check on social media, such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on, for ISUPK events and materials. If your brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he needs to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, like shirt, like scarf, like one of pants, like that you see, I imagine, the family of them will stand and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer, the Hebrew, and then in the English. For now, you know, Shema Shemai, Kudash, Ya, Chamka, Power, Laka, Sabaha, Atisaka, Ayat, Isha, Maratisa, Kawa, Ayat, Ashamaya, Matana, Ka, Wam, Pasalakana, Kabawatna, Kasalakna, Kabawatana, Walaha, Sabana, Nasaiwan, Abad, Oshina, Maya, right, Aya, Laka, Malakwa, Ala, Atapara, I will amen. Aman. Or we just said, oh Father, Father, I'll be there with thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. I will be done. Do it again. As in heaven, because this day, or daily bread, forgive us. Debts. We forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but from evil. Deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. For be so be it. Sir, men of Israel, let's give the teacher one courtesy salute and Madam Shabbat. Madam, Barak. Yahweh Hashem, Rakata. Yadimata. Let's give you sisters online one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat. Madam, Barak. Yahweh Hashem, Rakata. Hashem, Yadimata. Class dismissed.